good morning and welcome back. If you have been here before, I am so happy that you're back. My name is Suzanne and I am a stay-at-home mom to 3 girls. I thought this video would be fun to make because it is an entire week in our homeschool for my 5-year-old Lucy. She's starting kindergarten this year and she's actually below the age requirement in kindergarten for our state. But I thought it couldn't hurt to go ahead and start. I don't know if we will homeschool into 1st grade. She really misses school and her friends, but so far we're having so much fun. So I thought I'd take you along and show you what a week in our homeschool life looks like. Not every week looks like this, not every day is the same, but the first thing I do on Mondays is I like to print out whatever our theme is for the week, all of the worksheets and activities, and prep those and get those ready to go so that I have them for each day. Sometimes I might print out additional things in the morning, but I try to do as much as I can beforehand or on like Sundays or first thing Monday morning. So I'm going to go ahead and prep our things this week. We are learning about farming, and that's going to segue into apples for the rest of the week and just kind of studying apples and how things grow, what we get from a farm, all the different animals on a farm, and what farmers do. So it was a really fun week, and I just wanted to make this video too to show that homeschool doesn't have to look the same for everyone. I know when I was first learning about it, I was watching all the pretty videos on Pinterest and TikTok and Instagram, and it's really hard not to get caught up in the aesthetic parts of it. But when you homeschool, not every day is super pretty or aesthetic. We don't have all the things. I really need a whiteboard, so for now I'm making do and just using some white paper on a wall. So it's okay if your homeschooling journey does not look the same as everyone else. If you don't have all the money to spend, we are on a very tight budget because we are one income right now, and we're just doing the best we can. So if that's all you can do too, then that is amazing and you are doing great. And as long as your little ones are learning and having fun and you're making it fun for them, then you are doing a wonderful job. Like I said, this is Monday morning, so I will typically get up before the girls, get everything ready, have my coffee, and then Lucy will usually wake up after and be ready for breakfast. So I like to give her her iPad with some Khan Academy Kids. It's a really fun app and it is free to download, and she loves it because it makes learning interesting and it's like a game. So I highly recommend that app if you're looking for something good to kind of ease into learning for your little ones. While she's doing that and having breakfast, I will get her things ready into these dry erase pockets that I bought. I need to buy more because I want to do a morning menu for her. It's not really anything fancy. It's just something I created to kind of warm her up for the day and just some fun things to get her brain working as she wakes up for the morning. While little sister wakes up and has breakfast, we do our circle time. This is just something we like to do every morning to set the tone for the day. I got this really cute calendar on Amazon. I will try to link it down below if I remember. I have linked it in another video as well, but we love it. And this again is just a great way to warm up for our morning. So I'll have my youngest, Eleanor, eat her breakfast, and then Lucy will get started on her morning menu. We don't start homeschool at the same time every day. I usually just kind of play it by ear based on what time the girls wake up. That is a great luxury of homeschool, is that you don't have to wake up super early. So once we get into our morning, we'll kind of move into what our theme is going to be for the week. What else do we get from farms? We said that we get vegetables. For Lucy, I've noticed that worksheets are just a really great way to kind of give her something to do and focus on while we're talking or learning. So I will give her just some kind of easy things to get her brain going and give her something to do. She loves being creative and she loves to make things. So this particular activity was the beginning sounds of each animal, and she had a lot of fun doing it by herself, and she felt very accomplished that she was able to do it. After we did that, we always do one read aloud a day, and this one is perfect. Amara's farm. So look, we talked about some of these things already on the farm. What is that?
And there's
Duck. Alright. If you are doing any type of farming unit, or if you just want to read about farming, this book, Amara's Farm, is so beautiful. The pictures are gorgeous and the story is really cute, especially for fall. And then in the back, it has a recipe for pumpkin bread. So I highly recommend this book. After we did our read aloud, I like to utilize YouTube for some learning as well. So we watched a couple videos. I will link the videos down below in case you're wondering what channel we watched. We decided to go out for our walk, and today we did a scavenger hunt. We usually walk every day. I didn't film every walk this week, but it is something I try to do. We're in Florida and the weather doesn't always work out for us, but it was really beautiful today and we saw lots of things for our scavenger hunt. Once we're done with our walk, that's typically when I'll make myself breakfast. I like to make oatmeal most days, but I am trying to lose the baby weight, so I am making myself some protein smoothies. I was sent some coffee concentrate from Javy Coffee, and it is so good. I found this recipe for a banana coffee smoothie, and it's really easy to make. You just use some frozen banana, a little bit of your favorite milk. I don't have protein powder, so I've been using chocolate chips and some peanut butter, and then you add in the coffee concentrate, which is so easy. This is the original flavor, and I've also purchased for myself previously the mocha flavor and the caramel flavor, and they are all delicious. You just blend this all together, and this makes a really great, easy protein smoothie for breakfast. And I will drink this while I'm getting some work done, while the girls are snacking or just taking a quick little break. I'm so thankful to Javy for sending me their coffee. Like I said, I've purchased it in the past and it is really, really good. I do have a few more recipes that I found on their website, and I'll be trying those in an upcoming video to show you. If you would like to try Javy for yourself, you can use my code and take a 20% discount, and I will be sharing more about Javy coffee with you in another video. Once our walk is done, we'll typically come inside and cool off and take a little break, maybe have a snack. Like I said, I didn't film every single thing the same every day, but we usually do those things every day. So while Lucy's eating her snack, or right after she's done, she'll get started on some more fun activities that kind of tie in with our walk or tie in with what we're talking about for the week. So I had some more farming activities for her to do, and then we kind of just wrapped up for the day. We don't do it until a certain time. We just kind of homeschool until we're ready to stop for the day. I also use the Good and the Beautiful, and I tie that in with what we're doing as well. So I didn't show a lot of that, but I did download it and print it myself. So we usually do language arts and we do math every single day. And then I'll prep for the next morning. So we have some books to read and some more worksheets to do for the next day. So when we look at our clock from when I prep our morning menu for each day, I try to theme it to what we're doing. So I'll swap out the papers that are inside the pockets, depending on what we're going to be doing for that day, and just tie them in if I'm able to. If not, it's really not that big of a deal. And then we will get right into our worksheet. So Lucy's already had breakfast. We have another worksheet to do. And then we will do our read aloud, and that's kind of just our routine every morning. So our circle time if we can, a warm up, breakfast, and then our read aloud. And so far it's been working out really well. I find a lot of my activities, if you were wondering, on Pinterest. There are so many that are free, and you just subscribe, or you can go on Teachers Pay Teachers, and they have some really great activities and worksheets there too. Also, I utilize Canva a lot because I do have a subscription. So I'll try to link some of the sites that I've used down below, but there are quite a few out there. We have the body. As I've said, Lucy is very creative, so I do try to plan as many arts and crafts types of activities as I can because they keep her engaged and also keep it fun and a little bit more lighthearted after some of the more academic things.
It was like...
If you were wondering about my homeschool supplies, a lot of these things I already had on hand just for our house and the stuff that we do for fun. So it's been great to utilize those for homeschooling too. And then I did purchase a few things, but I tried not to go crazy and I tried to shop sales if I could. So like Walmart had a great sale and I did get some things at Target and a lot of stuff on Amazon as well. Each day after we finish up the things we had to do in the morning, we will have lunch, and then I try to have everything done before lunch, but if I can't, then we will save it until after. Usually that is the good and the beautiful activities. If you have any questions about any of the materials that I'm using or the lessons that I find that we're covering, please let me know in the comments down below and I will try to answer them. I just sort of put it together willy-nilly, so there's no rhyme or reason. On Wednesday, Lucy had a dentist appointment, so we didn't get a whole lot of learning done that day. I thought I'd save a few things for after the appointment, but we had to be there pretty early, so I didn't schedule too much before we had to go. These are some of the things that I decided to save for after the appointment. We were going to try to make Play-Doh. We were learning the parts of an apple, and Lucy can label them herself based on the sounds of the letters in the beginning. She also likes to color, so we have a coloring sheet and then a parts of an apple song. This day was also really fun because I found some science experiments to do, so that was a really neat worksheet, and she had a lot of fun to go through and complete each of the experiments. So the apple is 1, 2.
Whoa!
You're the memory when we were young. It's like a fever hanging on. We all feel heartache sometimes, yeah. And right now I feel mine. I wish I could spend another day with you. I guess I have to let you go for now. I wish I could spend another day with you.
It is really helpful when I can have some worksheets and activities for Lucy to do on her own so I can get some other things done. A lot of what I didn't film was my 2.5-year-old causing trouble or just being a little sassy, so it does help that she can do some things on her own so I can take care of the little one.
Fearlessly into the watering hole.
I recommend this Bad Apple book. It's so cute. It talks about friendship and it was really pretty to look at. The pictures were gorgeous. So I think that that's a great book if you're looking for some resources for your homeschool library or just for your own personal library.
It's like a tune from long ago. So would you take me in your arms? Yeah. 'Cause
This was on Thursday while Lucy did her morning menu and had some breakfast. I got everything prepped that we were going to be doing for the day. I found this really cute apples up on top activity that kind of ties in with the Dr. Seuss book, and it was a lot of fun. We were focusing on counting today, and it tied in perfectly, and Lucy really enjoyed it, and you can use it in a lot of different ways. So I will try to link it if I have the website still.
I wish I could spend
8, and we can skate. Look now, we can skate. But I can do 9.
I can feel you all the time until I meet you on the other side. You'll be with me all day and night. Baby, all day and night. Always ready to be
8, 6 is 5.
like a tune from love.
I try to prepare a fun snack at least 1 or 2 days out of the week that sort of goes along with what we're learning and is just different. So for this day, since we were still focusing on apples, I decided to do apple dippers for our snack. This was purely fun. It had a little bit of nutrition with the apples and the peanut butter, but sometimes you just have to have fun, especially if you're a kid. So for our dippers, we had some sprinkles, we had some chocolate chips, and then I let her have a little bit of pink icing too that I had left over from making cookies. It was a lot of fun and very, very tasty.
We try to be cool, not being givers, only takers.
Dip it in the sprinkles.
While Lucy was eating her snack, we decided to move on to our next project, which was to do our science experiment. We had our apple core sitting out, so we were having to see how it had changed overnight.
Me for a minute, don't get over your
Yeah.
everyone else on here. You could gain from being a bit nicer, knowing to talk and when to shut your mouth.
This activity was definitely one of the highlights of the week. We made our own apple pie Play-Doh. Not only did it smell amazing because it had apple pie spice in it, it was also completely natural and everything can be found in your kitchen, so I really didn't have to buy anything extra to do it, and Lucy loved it. It was so much fun, and she got to do everything hands-on, so she could make a mess and help me with the measurements and pour it all together. So I think this activity definitely gets 2 thumbs up, and I would switch it out if you need to. You could put any kind of spice or seasoning in it to make it smell good, but we still have the Play-Doh and it turned out really, really great.
Sometimes we smile when we're mad, and some lines we wished we'd never said. Stop for a minute, stop and breathe for a minute. Don't get over your head, try to listen instead, won't you? Think for a minute, who you wanna be for a minute. Don't get over your head, you're like everyone else, aren't you?
I don't know if you're like me or any other parents out there are like me. I just have a thing with mess, and I know it's so hard because little ones love to get their hands dirty and love to have a good time and make messes. So I'm trying to be a little bit better about that and let go, but it is hard when I think about how messy some activities can be to turn the reins completely over and let her just go for it and have fun. One of those things we do like to do to get a little bit messy is baking. Lucy loves to help me bake, and we try to make muffins each week if we can, especially on Fridays, so we have them to eat over the weekends.
So that's 1/3. Got it?
You could gain from being a bit nicer, knowing to talk and when to shut your mouth. You're so
There you go. There you go.
I've learned that cooking and baking is such a great way to incorporate homeschool into your daily life because little ones love to bake, and you can talk about measuring, and they can learn just different things when it comes to cooking, all the different measurements and ingredients that go into it. So I highly recommend baking together if you're looking for a fun homeschool activity.
Eat muffins with eggs.
So every Friday, I try to do Fun Friday. We usually will bake in the morning, and this particular Friday we went to the library. We had to return our books, and then I wanted to check out some books for our following week for our homeschool, and Lucy wanted to get some books to read for fun. So we always try to go to the library at least every other week, if not once a week, so that we can swap things out and find new fun things to read. For our snack for Fun Friday, when we got home, I had my 19-year-old help us. We were going to make apple pie in a cup. This recipe was so good. I will put it down below so you can make it too if you want. Once you gather all your ingredients together, which there are not very many, you just crush up your graham crackers, pour those into cups, and then you want to heat your apple pie filling because it just tastes better warmer, I think. It is personal preference though. Once that's warm, you dish it up into the cups, and then you top it with some whipped cream and a little bit of cinnamon, and it is the perfect fall snack. It is so good, and this was a huge hit with everyone. So I definitely think that you should give it a try if you're looking for a fun fall snack for homeschool or just any time. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so glad that you were here. I'll have a lot more videos coming soon, so please stay tuned and subscribe.